What's up, guys? This is HH Trader back with another trader or live trading day. Right now, I'm beginning my analysis. I have not started researching. Like I said in the other video, I am going to be opening up a little bit earlier on days when I see big movers. If I don't see anything, I'm not going to start a live stream. But I mean, I may if I'm just bored. But for right now, what's on the chart or what's on the scanner is JMP and MDGS. So JMP right here under VWAP looks like it had a pretty good move up here, but starting to kind of fade. We would need a pullback here to see if it can go higher. Looks like it's got a little momentum there. It may actually go on through the VWAP, which is the 1023, like 1025 area. But looking at this downtrend, it consolidated here. We don't know if it's going to continue or if it's going to stay within this little range of, let's see, the high here is, move that up there. The high here is the 1075. So that 1075 is way up there, away from that 75 cents up. So that would be the pull down, and I don't like this little setup. It's kind of forming a little umbrella shape. All right, MDGS on the daily chart does not look too well. It's up to 354 though, so it's up right in this range right in here. Has a top side of the 380s. So we'll definitely be watching that one on open. It is a cheaper stock, but it is not as volatile as some of these other ones. So we'll just have to see about that. I did get a chance to do all of my setup today. Yesterday, I told you guys that the power was out and I just couldn't trade, couldn't go live. But anyway, today we are here. We're ready to go. Let me go ahead and research these two stocks, JMP. I'll roll my intro at 8:15 as well, but that's a while away. Right now for me it is 7:38. So if I take any trades before that, then I'll just do that. But this looks like my setup, but the only thing that I don't like about this is this curling extension. This extension wasn't straight up, right? This curling extension kind of broke my rules there. I liked a more vertical move. And as you can see, if I bought the top of this 1010, maybe I would have got to push up to the 1021, maybe a little bit higher, but I just don't like this little move right here. And there it goes. All right. So the top side we already figured was the 1075 up here. 1075. Bottom is the 980s. So we'll put that as our support right here, 986. And where is that up here? 1075 is our resistance. Looking for a pullback, and those 980s. All right, so we do have a little range here. Don't know what kind of action we're about to see here. It kind of broke above the VWAP, but that topping tail right there is saying that it's about to come down. It needs to hold up this bottom, which is the 1018. 1018 right there. Don't know if it can. If it breaks that 1018, yeah, it broke the 1018, so we don't like that. So now we'll say, okay, that was resistance right there at the 1075, and now we have a new resistance right here at the 1050s. So resistance line, right here. So we got 2 points of resistance there. Looks like it got bought up quite a bit, but it's messing up the pattern here. This isn't a true pullback. It needs to end in a red candle. So let's see what it wants to do here. Can it close in a red candle? Okay, coming back down a lot. So this is a red candle, but it has broken the VWAP and the 9. So that's 2 little frustration points. Alright, but it does have a new low here. So we have our new support right through here at the $10. We also have a low down here. Whoa, what did I just do? Okay, we got a low right here. So it does have some higher lows in this thing. All right, support. So let's see if which of these lows will hold up. Because right now it's just too extended. The top side of this is the high of the 1040. And it just does, it's in a downtrend on the 5 minute, so I don't really trust it. In the 5 minute, 9 is at the 1007, so it needs to stay above that 1007. It just cracked it. Like I said, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I am going to be starting the live streams a little bit earlier now. I just I got a little bit more time in the mornings, and I can go ahead and get up because I really don't have to work until later on in the day. So I'm gonna start these a little bit earlier for you guys and start the analysis early. But as you can see, I'm looking for my strategy, and my strategy, this was a bad representation of my strategy. This one looked okay, but if you look at these past 4 bars here, it started to kind of curl back to the downside. So that's what kind of kept me out of buying the top of this one, which was 1010. Got to push up, and then you see this fade. Let's go and look at MDGS as well. MDGS shot up from the 320s all the way to the 446 and has faded. So that one, I don't really know about it. It's not getting too much volume. What was the news on it? The news of Form 6K. It forms a joint venture for the development of urban logistics electric vehicles. So electric vehicle news has been going off this week, so we'll definitely keep this one on watch. But it is not volatile yet. That's what we gotta wait for. It's like up 13%, and it's just not giving us the moves that we would like to see. It may give the moves on open, but right now it's just not. All right, back over to JMP, down to the 990s. Okay, so this level right here that I put in right here, the 980s, did end up kind of holding. The only problem is it is still in a 5 minute downtrend. So the high of this is the 1040s. And with this dead cat bounce right here, this dead cat bounce only broke one 1 minute candle. So I really don't know. And it's struggling right here at the 9 EMA. So we're seeing a little pullback off the 9 EMA. Can it hold up the 980s here? It did crack it. It came down and cracked it, but it pulled back up. So it bounced off of this level and pulled back up. We can get rid of this one. All right. So the high of this one is the 1010. Yeah, it's not looking too good for it. Also, I did get my chat up, so if you want to type in anything in the chat, I will be able to see that now. Actually, I'll type something in there. All right. Yeah, definitely broke that last support that I put in. Not looking too good. It's kind of looking sick right now. I really don't like this, so I'll just let that one play down there. Looks like it's gonna break this last level as well of the 944. Let's go to MDGS. It looks like it's creeping up, just creeping up slowly, but it's just not volatile. That volume just is not coming in for it. All right, it did get a bounce off that 200 moving average. This 200 moving average is working in conjunction with this last previous level because it has checked it 3 times. So 1, 2, 3 times it kind of stopped above it. But if we look over at the 5-minute, it is still in this 5-minute downtrend. So I do not expect it to hold up for much longer. It may bounce up to this 9 EMA, maybe, and that will be a break of the back into the 70s and then back up here to the 85, maybe. But now it's starting to look like it's snapping. We don't like the snapping motion. We want to see fluid motion just like water. $9.36. Trying to get a little bounce there. But really the most that it can go is this 82 maybe. The high of this one on the 5-minute is the 995. That's a long way to go up. Long way. Let's see if it can hold it up. MDGS is fading a little bit. It was at 14. It's gone down to 12%. So we're just going to be careful. It is Friday. Fridays are usually slower. Sometimes we have big moves on Fridays, but that's got to be some really good news or no news. Some of the no news stocks will shoot up on Friday morning and then crash. I don't even think I researched these. I was about to, but I stopped for some reason. JMP has a float of 7 million at FinViz. Does not have any shelf registrations. At Yahoo Finance, it has 6 million in the float. So 7 to 6 million, somewhere up in there. 7 or 6 to 7 million. No shelf registrations. And then MDGS. MDGS has a float of 6 million at FinViz, and MDGS has a float of what? 316.53 thousand. That's lower than a million. What? Okay, so yeah, there's definitely a disagreement there. There's a 5 million difference in the float. Yahoo Finance is saying about not even a million in the float, under a million, and then Finviz is saying 6 million. So we just have to see the motion on that one. That just doesn't sound right. Don't know why. All right, so 1 million to 6 million, somewhere up in that range. And let me see if it has a shelf registration on it. MDGS does not have any shelf registrations. All right. This one is going down and breaking that last level that I saw. It broke it. So yeah, it's got to come all the way back up. We'll go ahead and get rid of that resistance. And let's go and flip over to MDGS. MDGS has formed a low down here of the 335. So we can draw that support line. It has a low right there. We'll just look for higher lows. There it goes. All right, can we get a pullback above? Okay, so it tested the 344s here a couple of times. I want to see a pullback above this 9. Be nice. 350, because it can easily break out of this this uptrend. It has tried this 379 multiple times, but we want to see a pullback here, and we'll be ready to so actually looking at that volume, it's got to pick up some volume. Got to pick up some volume here. But it did already form this low down here, and we'll see if it can hold that up. Has not formed a new low yet. Not, well, it has right here, 345, but I want to see it above the 9. Plus, over here on the 5-minute, it has done 3 green candles in a row. 1, 2, 3. So I don't like that look either. Top side of this is the 358, so 360s. 360s. Let's see where the walls are over here on the so it's got a wall at the 390s. Okay. See, it broke this high, but it didn't just push. It just kind of broke it and then slowed down. And that's why I don't like buying those like that, because there's no volume behind it. Let's see if it can hold up this 353. Nope, snapped right through it. Looking like some selling coming in right there. Yep, a little bit of selling there. Maybe buying. All right, let me pull over to the other chart so we can watch these. JMP. We're just gonna watch these JMP. Alright, so now we can watch multiples at one time. We'll see if anything else pops up there on this Friday morning. It is almost 8 o'clock and we have some faders here. It's like we did get a stop right here above the 9 here. So this is my setup. Just does not have the volume for the push through this. It's not even moving anymore. Right now I'm just adding my I forgot to add my simple moving average to these. Whoa. All right. Okay, it looks like it's starting to build up some momentum above the 9. All right, now where are we looking at? Can it hold up this 9? It did a little pullback to it. Did a 3-bar pullback to it. 1, 2, 3. And then the top side of this is the high of the 358. It just broke the 9 right there. So I am not liking that move. It's moving back to the 200 moving average right there. This white line. Can it stay above it is the question. Okay. Really not seeing a lot of motion in the smaller floats. There may be motion in the larger ones, but my focus is on the small floats. I like to be zoned in. Chart keys. But there is money to be made here somewhere. Let's go back up to JMP. It's looking like it's trying to get over that 9, but man, it is struggling down there. Is this a new low at the 913? Is the question right there. Here's a pullback here. We don't know if it'll stay above the 9 here. It did not. It has a new low down here, but it's got to hold it up. It's kind of just fading through all of its lows. MDGS is not one that I like anymore. Just does not look friendly at all. It's just fading. We got about 30 minutes to the bell. I've done all of the analysis on the stocks that I'm looking at, which are the low floats. Of course, I'm trading the low floats because I am trading with a smaller account, and I can make a lot on a very small share size, so that's why I'm trading those. But if you see anything out there, you can drop it in in the chat, and I will check it out. I will definitely check it out. Because right now, man, low floats are looking dead. Fading. It looks like it's just forming like this stair step thing. Stair step. I am willing to take pre-market trades, but a couple of things that I look for the pre-market trades is a catalyst, some volume, and my pattern that I'm looking for, my actual strategy. So those combinations of those three is what I'm looking for. Support. Looks like MDGS is forming some higher lows here. I do like that, but it seems like one that I have to get in and I have to kind of hold it for a while with the way it's moving, and I'm not a fan of doing that. All right, MDGS is finally making moves higher. It has two lows underneath it. So let me flip over to my trade screen. All right, so let's watch this bad boy play. has a low there. Let's see if it can hold up some of these lows that it has. Needs to pull back above that 9. The 9 is floating right around that 350 area. The last high was a 358. Does not look like it's moving at all now. Okay, so it did do a pullback right there. 355. So the last level, the high was the 358. So I'll be looking at a 361 possible here. High is a 355, 361, yeah. $361 is where I'm looking. Just almost no volume. That's the problem. I don't know if I'm willing to buy here. It is getting some buying right there at the 355, but I'm not trusting it. This is a little bit of the setup, except it broke the bottom of this red candle. That's the only thing that it did wrong. Wow, that thing shot up there. All right, 358. Let's look for a little bit of a gap fill here. This is a little bit of a gap. So 55, it needs to get back down there to the 55. Okay, it did fill that gap. It is above the VWAP. I mean, not the VWAP, the 9 EMA. The high is the 58. I really don't know how I feel about this one. Okay, so the 61, it's looking like it wants to come into play. It has not formed a true lower, higher low yet. This one is on a green candle. So I really don't trust it. It's got to hold up this 352 there. Out here, the last green bar was bigger than the previous red bar. But the setup is telling me not to enter this. It's got to hold up this 353. Looking for an entry at the 361. Let's see, load. Yeah, I don't like this setup. Even if it goes, the high is a 358. Even if it goes, I don't like this setup. Got me paranoid out here. Kind of going sideways. Is it going to show us red? The low is the 354. Will it break the 350? Wow. Broke the 354. So not looking too good. All right. Just wanted to take a quick break watching this stock. JMP is definitely headed down even further. So it's got more resistance up here. All right. So what is going to be the mover on today? We don't know, but JMP is going to be on the top of my watch list because it's faded so far away from the VWAP downward. But it is under this 200 moving average, which kind of takes a little bit of its power away. MDGS just kind of walking this line here. It did form a new low down here, new support line right here of the 347 looking area. So let's see which one of these supports it can hold up. Has the highs up here of the 360s, so my buy spot was a 361. I may need to move it up to the 365 because 361 is literally right over this level. 361, yeah. We'll just have to see. It is 8:18. I have not rolled my intro yet, so I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so right now we just are waiting and watching to see which one of these wants to give the moves today. MDGS and JMP are my top watches. So well, looks like it's going to be another slow Friday, which means that we're definitely going to have to be looking for some momentum on these smaller caps. If you've seen anything that's interesting, pop it in the chat. I'll check it out. It doesn't really matter the float either, or what it is. Any ticker that's looking interesting this morning. what is JMP doing down here? Tried to pull through the 9, just failed. Fading off. I really just don't like that one. Oh man, I think I accidentally ate a jalapeno pepper, and I'm starting to feel it. Wow. Thought it was just getting hot in here. Nope. Ate a pepper. This one just is flatlining, man, and it's holding up these levels as well. But it does look better than the other one. A break right here of the 360, and I will place my stop right here at the 40s. All right. We will see. This one is the one that I really will be watching though, for that 360 break. And it may do it before well, 5 minutes to the bell. I won't be able to take any trades in just a minute, so I won't be able to take any trades in these last 5 minutes leading up to the bell. So I don't want to get stuck in a trade. Like if it was to shoot up there and I take that trade, I can't get out for 5 minutes. So I'm not gonna take that risk here. I'm just gonna wait. Because you'll see this pre-market go, it'll turn like a grayish color, and it'll be over for pre-market. Look at that, straight up, really, man. So it might go ahead and go before I can even trade it. It's got 15 seconds left on this, and I don't want to enter now because I'll be stuck for 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. 4 seconds, and this should go a light gray color. Yep, there it is. I would have been stuck. Let's see. No, I wouldn't. It hit the 59. I would not have been stuck, but I need to switch this over to smart, which is the regular day trading mode. But I'm glad that I knew that about that's why it's good to know your broker and your broker rules. If I would have bought right here on this 358, I would have been stuck in there and it would have popped back down here to the 52. And I can't even trade right now. But we are going to watch this one. It's very low float. Let me make sure. Let me check Charles Schwab for any issues out here on the broker. No issues. Wow. That's like a miracle. Oh, never mind. I refreshed the page. There are issues with login, but no issues with placing orders. So just going to be careful right here. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So it did do a little bit of a pullback right there. So I'm looking for that 360 break on open. That's really what I'm looking for. $361. Let's say it just bottoms down. Let's see if it'll break this 9 here. 9 is at the 354. Wow, JMP pushed all the way down to the 8s. Wow, lost a lot. Lost $3 today. MDGS is my watch. I want it through that 360. That 360 break is what I need. If it forms a higher low right here, that would be even better. Even more confirmation, because that means it has 1, 2, 3 levels of confirmation down here, or levels of support. Got just a few minutes. Almost looks like the volume has dried up on this thing. It's not even moving anymore here. Don't see any buying or selling, just neutral points. Got about a minute to the bell, and we're about to get it. Okay, 10 seconds to the bell. We're about to get it open. About to get going. Top side of this high is a 359. 361 is where I'm looking at. 360. Whoa. 361. It's going down there. Actually, let's let it come back above this 9 first. 361 is looking good though. All right, broke that lowest low, so we'll go ahead and cancel that resistance there. It's got a long way to come back up. JMP just not looking healthy at all down there. MDGS did go ahead and fade through those bottoms. Don't like to see that. Do not like to see that at all. So it's got like a little bottom here to 343s. We'll put a support line down here. Will it break that? Top side on the minute. It's right here. So we got our resistance, 1 minute resistance right here at the 352, and it's right here on the 1 minute downside. JMP tried to make a move up. It just, man, it's so far down. It is so far down. I don't like that. Okay, that one's taking a dump. So we're just gonna watch. We're gonna watch MDGS for right now. It's got to form a higher low than this. See, the top side of this is a 352. So I could actually go ahead and jump in there, but with the way that it's moving and it's only 11%, it may not move that much. So let's let it make up this distance first. Let's get it. Ooh, don't like that. Crack that right there. It's got one more bottom to break, the 330s. Okay, JMP did break way down there. Way down there. Top side is the 894. So we'll put our resistance up here. 1 minute resistance, 1 minute support. Needs to work its way back in there to actually start looking like a viable option. MDGS did disappear off the scanner, but I still want to watch it. Ooh, went down there and touched that bottom right there. Okay, so the top of this high is the 38. Wow, it's got a lot of work to do to get back up, which is what we're going to allow it to do. If you were to buy here, let's see what kind of gain. So you'll be in 339 over the top of that 1 minute candle. And then what? Okay, buyers just pumped in right there. You'll be in. Let's see how much you make. Would you just be, let's see, 43 cents, 343. So 339 up to the 343 is as much as you can get. Let's see if it can get past that 343. It's got a big downtrend here. High is a 352. Waiting for it to get back above that 9. It has now confirmed twice down here to 334. So that break of that 360 would be nice if it can get back up there. JMP is working its way, or it's just sideways here. Not looking good. Looking for some stocks that are making moves with volume, with maybe a little bit of news. Okay, so now this is where we want to see. Let's see if it can get above this 344 area. It's way away from this 347 area. It needs to get above that 347. Man, we got a while to go, man. All right, how much was this? This was a move from the 37 up to the 43. Okay, not big moves at all. Getting up there to the 9. We can go ahead and put our resistance back in there right here at the 60. Trying to hold up right there at the 9. The VWAP is at the 342. Needs to hold that 342 level. Okay. Can it get going a little bit higher and then give us a pullback? Give us that pullback. It's fighting for change right now, though. but it is ramping just a little bit. This isn't the kind of ramp you want to see though. You want to see big ramping. And again, it's doing that same pattern that I didn't like earlier where it started to curl downwards. Okay, got a little pop right there. Man, it's not moving a lot at all. It's got to get volatile. All right, let's go look at JMP. What are you looking like down here? It's got a low down here of like $8 right there. Still not above that 9. Starting to get a little push there. Looking for it to get back above that 9. Let's see, this double top is the 847. All right, so let's just size down a little bit. Top of this is the $9. Looking for the pullback now. It's got some nice extension, just need a pullback. Nice extension, yeah, big extension. All right, let's get this pullback in there. Got up there to the 850 and kind of gave it up. Looking for that nice pullback here. It may go ahead and go with the way it's moving. Let's see if we can get a pullback here above the 9. There's our pullback. All right, so the high of this is the 855. 861 is where we want to be in. Oh, it did not do a correct pullback. We need to see it do a proper pullback here. It can go. I don't care about that. I want to see my setup. My setup is what I want. It's getting up into this 1 minute range. Want to see a pullback maybe in here for the break. On the 5 minute, still does not look good. The top is the 899. It's got about 6 seconds left. Let's see what kind of pullback it gives. Little double top right there. Double top motion right there. This was a nice little U shape, but it just never gave me this move right here. This is the pullback. And now with that kind of extension, it took out half of the buying bar. So I don't really like that. See, it's back under that 1 minute level right there. I just don't like that. The high here is the 893. I'm gonna let this bar close up. It's got 15 seconds. It's looking heavy, man. Looking real heavy. Now the last bar was a bit green, but it doesn't really matter right now because the price action isn't adding up. See it hold up. Will it hold up that 860? 860? No, it didn't. Came down to our 9 right there. The high of this is the 865. So 870. 866 is where we're looking for an entry. We'll take a small position because this isn't my main strat right here. 867. Okay, we'll go. Wow, it went up before I could even get in. Wow, wow, wow. All right, well, this is what I would like to call a dead cat bounce, hopefully, or it may just rip. Let's see if it's a dead cat bounce here. The high of this is the 893. That's one thing about them. They will go without you. Let's get this nice. We got a pullback, but this is an extended pullback. Now this is a closer pullback to what we're looking for. So the high of this is a 75, so a 75 break, 76 break. And yeah, we'll be looking for that to pan out. The low of this is the 856. So, you know, we'll be ready to get out if it comes to that. Taking a lot of time here. New low is at the 865. 865 there. Looking for that 865 push. All right, there we are. Getting that nice push in there. Love to see it through those highs if it can get there. If not, oh well. Move it up to the 75. Ooh, big snaps down. Let's get that 75 out of there. Only 25 shares in, so I'm not too worried about this one. Yep. Nice, nice. That's why I went in small, because I didn't trust it. I did not trust that move right there. Glad I was smart right there. TAOP is coming up. It halted going up for once. See, through the 850, maybe a spot. Let me look at the news on this one. Enters consulting agreement, investment consulting. Ugh. Doesn't seem like something that I would need to be sticking money into. But yeah, look at that. I kind of figured once it did my strategy, but I definitely didn't want to size in too big there. Waste my capital on the day. TAOP. Let's go and research this one before we even think about trading it. TAOP. All right, float is 6.27 million at Finviz. TAOP. Float is 4 million at Yahoo Finance. TAOP. It has a shelf registration for 2019, but I don't like this setup anyway. So I'm just going to put it in my notes as something with like maybe 4 million. $4 to $6 million in the float. Million with a shelf a year ago. Okay, so that's in the notes. JMP, man, I'm so glad I sized in small on that one. Did not follow my rules at all. That one. Well, I followed my rules. The stock didn't. So that was one. How much did I lose on that trade? 19 cents on 25 shares. See, if I would have had 100 shares, it would have been a $19 loss. So glad I was wise with my sizing. Okay. I'm gonna let it calm down a little bit and let it kind of breathe. But we need to see it back above that 9, which is the 805. It's bouncing off of that 200 moving average. Getting on up there. We do have some wicks here, so we kind of got to be careful. But, you know, easy come, easy go. Hit the 9, came down. Just looking for my strategy now. Looking like it wants to come back up. Let's see it get up. Can it get a push through this high? I don't know. The high is at the 910, so we'll put a resistance level up there. Apparently I had some old marks up here because I have not marked this today. So yeah, but it is green on the day. I do like that much. Getting up there to the, let's see, the high is the 828 here. So let's do, looking at an 828 high. Did form a new bottom here, 775. Came up, went into a halt, came down. Looking for it to get back up. Can't believe it's already 850, 950. Took one trade. Took a little bit smaller share size because I wasn't sure about it, because it wasn't really my setup. It was more like a U shape than a vertical. So TAOP is the only thing on the scanner now. Let's look at this pre-market. Okay, pre-market is looking okay. We can break through some of those highs. It has a high up there at $12. So we'll definitely look at this one to take a larger size trade on it. Oh, they're back. Nope, they're not. Resistance, $12 resistance. We got a little bit of resistance up here. There. So 916. Looking like it wants to get up a little bit, which is perfectly okay with me. Getting above that 9, and all we need to see is a pullback. Above the 9, may even break the VWAP here. Yep. Now we just need to see a pullback. Okay. Okay, it held that 810, but very, very fast pullback there. I don't like that one. I like people to have a chance to think. It's getting some pullback there. The high is 830, 829. Kind of going down there. It needs to get over that, get over this. It is forming lower lows, but they're not separating. They're very tight lower lows. I mean higher lows. So let's put the support in there. Right there. Got another level of support right through here. So it can get up, but we just need to see a red pullback here. The high of this is the 829. So 830, 831 buy. And now it crashes that. Is it gonna crash? Yep. Well, gotta wait for it to come back up. Now it's making lower lows. It's hitting that 200 moving average and moving higher, but we want to see it above that 9. Want to see it above that 9. But it's still green on the day, so I do like that. This top is a 331. Could do a buy through that, 335 buy or 835 buy. 835 would definitely put me in the game. 836. It's getting a nice little pullback right there. Alright, we're gonna take that 836 right there and see if it can't give us a lot more. The bottom of this one, this low, is the 819. Has not yet given us a pullback, so I'm kind of iffy on this one. The low here is a 785. 785 will be our out. Looking for it to get bought up here. Nice volume though. Wow. Come on now. 20 cents. Wow. Yeah, it might come stop me here. I do like it though. Do like it for the push up. So this would be the new bottom if it does bottom out here. Yeah, it may go ahead and stop me out here. Yep. Alright. It's got a little pop there. So this is our new bottom coming up here. The low is the 793. 793 there. Man, it's not looking good for me. Not looking good at all right here. I should have waited for the pullback. Broke my rules a little bit, but sometimes the market pays for stupid, so we'll see. Alright, so the low here is a 793. Be ready to get out. It's gonna have to do something here. Would love for it to continue pushing higher. That would be amazing. I'll go ahead and take off once I'm back in the green. Okay, get a little push there. 93 is our out now. Yeah, we're gonna make 93 our out. I just don't trust it. So we're up 6-7 cents right now. Looking for that explosion through the top of this. It's 840 level. Okay, so our new bottom is going to be this high of the, or the low of the 815. 815 level right there. Looking like, and that'll keep me in the game at least. 815 right there. So we got our low ready to go. Looking like I'm going to wait for a new okay, 50 cents. Nice. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and move this up to right under break even. So the 836 level, 837 is where we want to be out here. You know what? I'm gonna let this one play because well, yeah, I'm gonna let it play. It's already up. 835 is where I'll get out. 834. So we won't just waste all of our money here. So we'll be out at the 834 just to save us some money. I'm looking for a little bit more of a push. I'll move it up. This will be the new low of the 850s if it gives it to me. 850. New low right here. Do not like that low. 851. Okay, do not like that right there. We will be ready to get out of it if it does anything crazy. I'll be exiting past this 912. Exit a little bit here. Okay. All right. So yeah, we're exiting a little bit here. All right. Cancel that. Okay. The low here. Wow, still pushing. All right. Took off a little bit more. I do like it. It's just, you know, we'll let it pull back here. We'll go ahead and exit there. Let it pull back real quick. Let it pull back really quickly. Big pullback, kind of. And we'll be looking for another entry. This high is the 26, so let's do a 27 buy. 27 be our end. What is this? Okay, we are in there. Getting a little bit more of a push. All right, can I exit though? All right, so we took off right there. Kind of got scared out of that position. Okay, 50, 60, so 960s, 960. It's looking like a nice place to be in. Getting another pullback here. The high is 955, 956. Quick take if it does want to do it. All right, we'll cancel that order. Didn't want to give it to us. Did not want to give it to us there. The high is the 955. 955. So we're just gonna let it play here. We got a little bit more, $324 left to trade. So I'm just gonna be sizing in small, taking what I can here. 10. So it did give us the pullback. The high is the 56, 956. So we will take that if it can get up there. We'll be moving it down if it can stay above the 9. If it breaks this, let's see, will it break that? Yeah, it broke that. So now our new entry will be over this high here of the 930s. Small position size, 930. 931 is looking like the spot to be in. Looking for it. Looking for this to close up. It's got 20 seconds on this bar. We'll be looking for a pop back up if it can. Quick profit taking here as well. Okay. So the bottom here, the low is the 888. That was a little bit of a bounce. Need a little bit more. Give me back into the green and I'll start to take off. All right, 888 is where we're sitting. Got a little bounce there, but we want to see a little bit more through this where we're at. The low here is a 906, so we'll make it the $9. We'll be out. Well, now it's looking shady. Yeah, looking real shady there. May stop me out here. It's okay if it does. Let's see, it's getting bought up there. The low here is the 891. 891. Getting real shady here. Okay, we're going up or down. Still above the 9. The 9, okay, it's gonna stop me out. Looking like it's gonna stop me out. And yep. All right, hey, I was in 10 shares. Just wanted to see if I can make a little bit more off of that. That is completely okay. So let's go ahead and look at my realized gains and losses while we're taking a break. Lost 51 cents on 10 shares. That's nothing. That's like $5 maybe. No, I don't know what that is. Anyway, my biggest gain, I took out an 88-cent gain. 81, 81, 91, 83, 76, 96. So you see I'm popping it off and taking my profit as I'm going. So, you know, a couple of red trades, but hey, in comparison, and let me see what am I up on today? I'm up $33. So that's nice. I made the 20 bucks back that I lost the other day. And now we're sitting here. Let's see, the high of this is the 907. 909.10 is where I want to be in here. Would like to be. I'll go ahead and size. Do I want to take 10? Let's change this. Okay, yeah, I'll take here 911. 911, and our low will be right here. But this is in a downtrend, so let me exit that. I don't like that. Do not like that. Hey, look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, so the top side of this high of the 940s. 941. Looking like a place to be in. 926. What's the high of this? The high 927, 928. Okay. High, yeah, 925 break would be it right here. If it can give it to me. Looking like it's breaking down that 9 right there. Let's wait for a minute. But that looks like the spot to be. The place to be if it can go back green. That 925 level. Getting above that 9. Letting this candle close up. And buying that 26 if it holds up this bottom here. Oh, it didn't. Did not hold up there. So we're gonna let it fade. A lot of buying pressure just came in. Wow, that was a lot. Or either, yeah, that was buying. High. Let's let it get back over. The new buy spot is the 39, so 41 will be my buy spot. Let's see if it can give a bounce off of VWAP. I'll play that strategy today. I will play that strategy today. Wow, straight through VWAP. Will it even get bought up? It's still above the 9 here. Wow, wow, wow. I like this stock, man. I like it. So let's see, it's got all the way back up to the 980s. Okay, pulling up. The high of this is the $9. So we can do a 901 if it can get there. Let's see if it'll hold up this level. The low is the 850s. Looking for a 901 buy. It's popping a little bit right there. Entry position 875 is the high here. It's going down, man. It's going down for real. I do like this. I do like this. Let's see if it can break even low. I want to see it get even more extended through this bottom. The low is the 815. Let's see it get even more extended. Yes, push through that 200. And I would take a very small little trade here on the bottom of this. Very extended, yeah, all the way down. And I'm looking to buy. Let's see if it can get just a little bit more push down. Can it? Let's see if we can get to 795. 795 be a good spot. The high of this is the 831. 831. I could take very quick profits here over this 831, but it's continuing to push down, which I like. Okay, don't want to buy here. It's too close to the 200 moving average. It could bounce and then just go down. That 200 moving average is at the 812. So 813 would be a nice, ooh, wow. It may already. Okay, that high is the 13. It would have got me in right there. Kind of suckered me in. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna stop playing because I'm already up on the day, and I don't wanna I don't wanna mess myself up. Stick to my strategy here. But I definitely would have been up a little bit more now. 832. Well, I'll buy the 832, 833. 833 right there. What? Oh. Dang it. Well, I put in 833 and it was like you don't have those funds. Alright, well, missed that one. It's okay. We'll just continue to watch it. This is the one on my scanner, so $231 left to trade. Man, I should have. I was gonna buy that entry right there, the 200 break. Would have got quite a bit of a little bounce right there, but just too stubborn, and everything was saying no, you know. Okay, let's see. What's the high of this? Is the 40. So 840. Still above that 200. Looking for a 43 buy. Hey, MDGS finally popping back up on the scanner. Look at this trash. Look at this. Look at this. Way down there. Trying to give moves now. Is it even getting traded? It's not even moving. Yeah, I don't know about that one. It's not even moving. I'm gonna need to see a pullback. It's got a high right here of the 340s. Getting a nice little pullback. Oh, it is above the 9 here. So it's semi my strategy. The high is the break of the 40. Break of the 40 there. Let's see if it breaks down that 9. Looking for the breakdown of that 9 right there. Yeah, it's looking weak. Let's go back up here to TLP. Also looking weak. MDGS. Took a little dip there. but it did do my move. So the high of this is the 339. I'd definitely be looking to take over that 41 though. If it can start, oh, it's going down. Wow, it's going down. Yeah, that's not a safe bet anymore. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. Feel like I'm gonna lose money on that one. Not seeing a bounce yet. It's making lower lows. We don't like the lower low pattern. That's for shorts. Okay. 809, 810 looking like a possible. 811 is where I would take a little bit for a little run up. The high of this is the 828 though. And it's also got two resistance levels it needs to break up here. MDGS continues to pop back on that scanner. Don't like the pattern though. Got to get way more volume, way more volatility. So it's not something that I'm looking to trade. All right, well, today was a nice day. You know, still snowed in, but I'm in here trading. So, you know, when you can't work, this is a great way to still make some money or lose some money. Just know that trading is risky. You know, you can sit here on your couch if you want to and lose everything in your account. But that's all about the risk management. So, but anyway, today for you that just joined, today I did take a green trade. I made $33 on it, and yeah, here are my trades for today. I took what I take 50 shares on TAOP. It shot up. My highest takeoff was almost 90 cents into the profit, and then I took one at 81 cents, and I was just popping off profit here, popping off, all the way down till I was zeroed out. And then I took another trade on it, a 10 share trade. This is why I let it run against me. 10 share, 51 cents, didn't hurt me much. So I think I lost maybe whatever 10 shares, 51 cents of 10 shares is, like $5.10, maybe. Let's see, 100 shares, maybe, I don't know, $5.10. That sounds about right. Then I took one on JMP. Was this a pre-market? No, this wasn't a pre-market trade. This was during regular hours, and I lost 19 cents, but I didn't size in because let me show you where I actually traded this. JMP right here. So it came down, crashed here, and then it came up, did my move here, but didn't get back up there. It did a dead cat bounce, and so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get in over this 1 minute candle, which I usually do. And so I got in, it went up just a little bit, and then this. So I'm glad I sized in with smaller share size, didn't take 50 shares there because I would have been down way more. But anyway, I have $231 still left to trade, and you know, we grew the account 30 bucks a day. I lost 20 bucks earlier this week, so this recovered the 20 bucks and made 10 extra bucks. So I'm okay with that. Now I'm green on the week, green on the month, and green on the year again. So we're good to go. I am slowly pushing this account up. So, and one thing I was thinking about, like, would y'all rather me trade a small account or add money into this account? Because I could just throw money in here and just use a strategy and speed this process up. But I wanted to grow it organically, and I don't know. I just feel like the journey is such a learning experience. So I don't know. It's whatever. Could add money, could keep growing it like this, little by little. I think the way that I'm doing it is safer though, because if I add more money in, it's only going to make me increase share size. So if I take 200 shares with the wins that I had today, of 88 cents, whatever that is. What is 88 cents on 100 shares is $88. So 88 times 2, whatever that is what I would have had today. But, you know, to the downside, it could hurt me. It could hurt me a lot. This one is coming down and checking this bottom once again. Could buy off the bottom here. It's coming back into this area. So we're just gonna watch it. MDGS. I really just don't like that stock anymore. It's just not moving. And it had the best news on the day. It had electric vehicle news, which is crazy. Electric vehicle news, EVs. Oh well. Maybe it'll go up later in the day. That's what usually happens. I'll come back and look and it'll be at 400%. Alright, so TAOP may be fading off now. If it breaks these lows. It did make some newer lows here. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Looking for anything to bounce here so I really want to get it up to about 40 bucks on the day if I can with this last 231 bucks, but I don't want to risk it. I want it to be my strategy because my strategy works. Look at this. See, I'm so glad I didn't buy that 340 break. Man, that would have hurt. All right, coming down here on the 5 minutes, it is under the 5 minute on the 9 as well. The high of this candle is the 819. It is continuing to plummet. JMP, which I lost money on earlier today, is looking like a, oh my gosh, it didn't even do my move here. I wouldn't have bought this anyway, but I will watch it for a pullback. Okay, it's got a topping tail there, high of the 789. 789. We'll look for maybe a 790 buy here. Or we could just play the range to the top of this 789. We can buy it right over this 769. So back into the 70s. Back into the 70s. Let's see, can we get 10 shares of that? Back into the 70s, 71. And we can play this range here if it hold. Wow. Never mind about playing a range. It's getting jumpy. It's getting real jumpy right there. It went all the way to the bottom of its igniting candle right there. But if it pulls back up, that 770 will look interesting. I'll do a 771 buy here if it can get there. Right now, it's not looking too friendly. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to buy on this candle. Nope. Shorts are winning. Let's let it do that dead cat bounce and give us a new entry point if it can. The entry point right now is the high of the 754 unless it can push a little bit more on this candle. Okay. Looking like it's trying to, is it going to push? The buying volume has decreased. Looking for it to give a little push here. Okay, there's the push. So this is the dead cat bounce. Is that the tip top? Nope. Okay, so now this may be the tip top. 760. 761. Wow, 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 wow. You just gonna go like that? That's not right. I can't do anything with that. I can't do anything with that. Nope. So the new high is a 770. 771. But it may continue to push. It's got to give us a proper pullback here. It's got this topping tail. What's the high of this candle? High is the 789. There's a little bit of a pullback. 770 is looking like the point that I want to be in, but we need a pullback above this 9 here, and I will take the trade. Got to get that pullback. It's going to push through. It's going to push through here. Go ahead and push. We know you want to. Everybody knows you want to. There's the push. Let's get this pullback though. It's got this high here of the 789. So we're going to play this range after a pullback. So let me put the resistance here. And so the range, it doesn't have much of a range. It has about 20, well, less than 20 cents. It looks like it wants to go ahead and push through there. Not my strategy right there. It's got to give a pullback. But it is making higher lows here. So let the thing pull back above the 9. Okay, there's a little pullback there. Little rejection off of that high. So now the high is the 785. So we'll do a 786 buy for a break through the 90. If it can get back up there. Because this will be the pullback here. If it can give it to us. Man, this thing's so choppy. I think I got enough for 15 shares. I don't know. I really don't want to take it on this one. There is the pullback. Give us that pullback. Matter of fact, if it could break this bottom, that would be nice. 767. Break this bottom and stay above the 9. Let's see it break that bottom. And the entry point will be the 781 now. Oh, it broke the bottom. And it tapped the 9. So 81 is my entry point. 81 is my entry point here. It is above the 9. Let's see if it gets bought up here. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and get that ready to go. This low here will become our new low of the 61. Will it get bought up? 61 is our out. Looking for this thing to get some power behind it. It may go ahead and break down. If it does, look, we're safe up here. So we can just cancel our order. And it just didn't follow our plan. We're still safe. Alright, MDGS, what are you doing down here? Why are you still on my scanner? Okay, so yeah, now let's start watching MDGS. And let's look for that 50 shares that I wanted. It's making higher lows. It just needs to do a pullback right here. It is very volatile. When I checked it earlier, it had a float between 1 million and 6 million, I believe. So I don't know which one is correct. But I do know it's got to be above 5 million because Charles Schwab is letting me use stops on it. But it is above the VWAP right now. We'll need to see this pullback. Okay, there's the pullback. The high here is a 344, so we'll do a 345 buy. Actually a 346 buy since it's so volatile. Okay, we'll be in there. Wow, it gapped down. Man, I hate when they do that. Okay, cancel that order. It's got to reset up. I don't like that drop right there. Look at that big gap from the 340 all the way down. But it needs to break. Okay, I'm just gonna size down. That's what I do because I still like the trade. High 344, 346. I want to size down, but I don't want to because I know if it goes my way, it's gonna be nice. $344, $345. Oh, this is a hard one. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the trade with 50 shares. Let me go and look at TAOP real quick. Make sure I'm not wasting money. Okay, yeah. Yeah, MDGS is looking good, man. Through that 46. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Because this will be our new low right here. Low of the 341. Yep, I'm gonna do it. Stop playing around. It is above the 9 here. If it cracks that 9, so this is our low here of the 341. Wow, baby. Let's go. 341. It's looking like our out. So that's 5 cents. 5 cents here, 341. See if it can push through. Will it get bought up here? It is well above the 9 here. Looking for one more push up. At 41 will be out. Just waiting and watching. Nice little pullback. I like that. Top of this is the 45. I like the selling right there above the 9. I like all of that. Yes, let it close right here and let it push. Why did it gap down again? It's just continuing to do that. If it breaks the 9 right here, I'm probably gonna give up on it. Oh man, wow. It looks so good too. It's at the 341. Is it gonna snap through the 341? 341 is my out, by the way, if it does buy me in. Come on. Yeah, I can't deal with this. It's pushing my patience to the limit. Let's see you get up and go. Get some green in there. It held up to 41. If you look down here on the volume bars, the last one was a little bit bigger than these last two. So let's see if some buyers can come in on this next minute. Let's see if they can get, let's see, the high of this is the 42. I could buy for a gap fill, but that would be a very fast trade. Might do a 44 buy. Because right now it's just floating on that VWAP right there. I don't think this one's going to give me the move that I want right now, though. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that order and just wait. Be patient. Look at that. Time I waited. Look at this. Instant drop. Instant drop on MDGS. I hate it. Oh well. TAOP is also looking sick. Trying to hold these levels down here. It's tested this level once, twice. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Will it break that what's the bottom of this? 775 is what it's trying to break. Hey, do you have a video on setting up a screener for volatile stocks? Yes. So let me show you that while I'm in the live here. So you come out here to your screener, and in the criteria, and I don't have a separate video, so I'll just show you right now. But you go to your criteria, and this is how I have mine set up. I have my market cap set under 1,000. I have my last trade above $2 because I really don't mess with stocks under $2. I've just, over the data that I've collected, it's just messed me up when I trade under $2. I have my volume set. Now the volume is different. For me, I have it set for 3 million. You could do 1 million. It just depends on when you want to see the stock. And it also gives you an indication of the interest on the stock, how many people want to buy the stock. So the more volume, the better. The next thing, now for me, I'm trading low float stocks, so I'm aiming for things that are super low float, super dangerous. Okay. I have my shares outstanding set to 20,000 or 20 million. As my account grows, I will increase this though, because I'll be able to trade those higher price stocks. The next thing is the percent change. I usually look for like 10% change on this one, and then this is just how much change has it had since the opening bell. Basically, is it up? Is it down? What is it? What is it? What is the movement of the stock since the open? But that's my setup for my scanner for the volatile stocks. If that answers your question, I don't know if it did. If you have any more questions, drop them in the comment section. I get to them. All right, MDGS still looking like it's good over. Oh my goodness, that was my entry. 45. Let's get in 46. Oh, this is my entry right here, man. Man, get me in, bro. All right, so it has this low down here of the 41. So we'll be risking 5 shares. That's what I was looking for that pop. Let's see if it can continue getting that pop. There we are. All right, so now we'll get out at the 41 down here, right at the bottom of this candle. And we are down 1 cent right now. But it looks like people are falling in love with it. So let's see what they can do. And we'll adjust our stop accordingly. Okay, it is pushing up. We're up 1 cent. But we will be out under this. This 9 is at the 343. Yeah, man. So I've actually been using Street Smart Edge for about since August of last year. And like whenever you want, I mean, I've literally went through all of the settings, everything to set it up the way it is now. And I actually have other tabs over here just in case I want to watch multiple stocks. I can pull up my watch list over here, and I can actually watch multiple stocks if I want to. But you know, usually I don't have to. Most of the stocks that I trade, there's so few of them. You know, watching multiple, why? There's 2 here. But anyway, I'm up right now on the trade. I would love to see it push through the 50 and give us a new bottom. I would love to see a red candle get up here, give us a bottom here. It may zoom down though, you never know with these. I'm just going to hold it. I already have my stop out ready to go. If it wants to go, that's a 5 cent loss on 50 shares, not much. But this is the pullback. Let's see, the body of this candle is the 41, so that's exactly where I'm getting out. Let's see if it gets bought up here. If it doesn't, I'll just be out. Manage risk, this is 5 cents on 50 shares. I'm still up. Let's see how much I'm up on the day. 31 bucks on the day. But we'll have to see what it wants to do. Will it hold up that 41? Because it did break this previous low here. It needs to get bought up. Will it bounce or will it go down? See what we'll get. Getting a little buy up here, but it is under the 9 now. So we're going to be looking to set a new low here. The low here is the 342 looking like. So we'll be ready to move it up to the 342 if it can push up. We see some buyers jumping in right there on this this volume candle right here, but I don't trust that. It needs to the buying volume needs to push it through the 9, which is the 343. It's at the 342.92 right now. So looking for that push back up. And of course, my stop is already there. So however it wants to treat us today, looks like it's going to treat us bad though. Let's see what it wants to do. Also, have you set up your hotkeys yet, John Hayden? No, I'm trading with the cash account, so I'm not using margin. I'm using my own money to trade. Yeah, I'm using my own money. So whatever you see me lose in these videos or gain in these videos is my money. So it's getting a little bought up right now. I think it's gonna stop me though. Where's VWAP? 339. I could adjust it down to VWAP. It could give a bounce off of VWAP, which is what I might do here, since it's not that big of a loss either way it goes. I might adjust it down to VWAP. It's getting bought up a little bit right there, looking for a bounce back over this high of the 343, and then I move my new stop right here to the 41. Or what is this? 41.89, almost 42. So we'll see. What does it want to do? Will it stop me here? Looking like it wants to stop me. It's right on the 42, 41. If it breaks, I'm out. Got bought up there off the 200 moving average. And this is why I enter like this, because it's such a tight range. I'm not risking much. 5 cents on 50 shares. All right. So we're looking for the push back through this 9 here. The 9 is the only resistance that it really has right now. It needs to push back through those that 42 area. So 341 is the 9 over here on the 5-minute, as well as the 200 moving average over here on the 1-minute. So that's a big level to break. Looking for either buyers to come in or something. Yep, stop me out. Cool. So I am up 28, 30 bucks. So I lost $3 on that trade. So what I try to do is a 3-to-1. So let's say if I lose $3, I want to make at least 3 times that. And so, hey, that's how I got up to $30 today, managing risk. So I'm out of that trade, and let's go ahead and go up here. TAOP is also looking bad. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, I need to start making videos on the actual setup of Charles Schwab, because I know not a lot of people even trade with it. And I wasn't even aware of it until last year, when TD Ameritrade started having all those problems with their broker. I was like, dude, I got to get something else that is free and it is and can give me about the same quality. Now, of course, TD Ameritrade or Charles Schwab is buying TD Ameritrade, and I actually talked to them, and they are going to be doing a lot of adjustments with their 2 systems, integrating Thinkorswim with Charles Schwab. And I don't know what that's going to look like. It may look weird for the first couple of years, but I think it'll be a good thing. One thing that I would like to see in Charles Schwab is the multi-chart updates. So like with TD Ameritrade, let's say if I made a support line here on my chart or any kind of visual drawing, it would update all my charts. So with this one, you only see it on this one, but if I did that on TD Ameritrade, I moved the line or whatever, it would do it across all charts. That's one thing that I really hope that they bring over from TD Ameritrade. Let's see, what else would I like? Oh, hotkeys. TD Ameritrade needs Charles Schwab's hotkeys because Charles Schwab's hotkeys has saved me so much money. Because TD Ameritrade, you have to type in each time you're going to exit, or if you want to change the share size or anything. With Charles Schwab, I have my hotkeys set up where if I want to get out 50, I can get out 50 quick. Get out 25, and I don't have to worry about typing it in. The only typing that I do is my stop losses and my entries, and those, I mean, I'm okay with. You know, I can type that in. But when it comes to exiting quickly, Charles Schwab has TD Ameritrade beat. Also, let's see, what else? With the indicators that I use here, this yellow line is the VWAP. This, as you can see right here, yellow line is the VWAP, and I only use the VWAP in a 9 for my strategy. I've used other ones in the past, but this strategy has been so good since I've started it this year. I've been green on the year, the day, the month, everything. So last year was rough. Last year was my first year trading penny stocks. I traded options before, and I've traded options. I've traded ETFs. I've traded a lot of those, but I started trading penny stocks, and man, when I tell you I got crushed last year starting in May, oh my goodness, bro. Matter of fact, the thing that got me hooked was I don't know if it was my first trade, but it was like, I think it was a stock called P Fund or something like that, PHUN. And man, I got in on that stock, and I instantly, I think I made like $300 on that stock in one trade last year. And after that, I was like, yo, I can do this. But the thing is, I didn't have a strategy, and so I took some major L's last year. Like, I think I was down like maybe $2,000 on penny stocks last year, which I mean, if you look over at the overall scheme, you would be like, well, that's not a lot. But I already went into it with risk management in mind. So I was like using smaller share size because I think my biggest loss has been $268 at one time. So, you know, and that was all last year. Everything this year has been green. So my first 6 months, 6 to 9 months were definitely rough because I was figuring out strategy, figuring out what my broker was, especially with the switch to Charles Schwab. I switched over in August, and I was using TD Ameritrade in May. And man, TD Ameritrade was killing me, especially when it started having those problems. I would get into a stock and it will hold me in there. I would be pressing exit, and it would literally be about 15, 20. I remember one day, I got into a trade at 8:35, and I didn't get out of that trade until 2:15 in the afternoon. So 8:35 to 2:15, I couldn't do anything, and I mean, I was beyond mad. I was like, what in the world? So yeah, I lost a lot of money that day. I think I lost like $150 in that time period, and yeah, it was wild. So let me flip you guys over to my what I check every single day now, no matter what broker I use. I come over here to this window right here. Let me get you guys over here. Internet browser. Where is my internet browser? Can you guys see that? Oh, I forgot I switched internet browsers. So I'm using Brave browser now. I was using Firefox, but it was slowing down my internet browser. I guess I'll show you guys that another day. I have to make another attachment to that internet browser. But anyway, I always check my down detector to see if to see if there are problems with the broker before I even start trading. A lot of people, they take practice trades, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you go to the down detector, it will actually tell you the issues with your broker. So whether you're using TD Ameritrade, whatever you're using, it'll say, hey, there are problems with login. There's problems with placing trades. And I always check that every day now because of that. I lost 150 bucks, and bro, when I tell you it scarred me for life, I will never trade without checking out the broker beforehand. But anyway, today was a good day. I'm up 30 bucks, and I don't think anything else is going to come up today. I only have 57 bucks, which I'm gonna let roll over into the other side of the account, but it's whatever. A green day is a green day, whether it's 30 bucks or 100. And that's one thing that I kind of, it always gets me when I look at my trade. If I took 100 shares on TAOP, I only took 50 shares, but my highest take was 96 cents. So that would have been a $96 trade with my strategy. So the strategy works. As you can see, I took off at the 96, 91, 81, and I was just popping off. And like I said, I'm using hotkeys to do this. So I'm using my hotkeys, pop 5 shares, 5, 5, 5, 5, all the way till I was out. But yeah, that's it. That's it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. It doesn't look like anything else is moving. If you enjoyed the stream, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, hit the follow button. If you're on Twitch, I am streaming to Twitch and YouTube as HH Trader, so you can watch it at either place. But yeah, that is it for today. And I'm going to go ahead and roll that outro. I will have the internet browser set up tomorrow so I can actually show you the browser. But anyway, I will see you in the next one. Peace.